So, here's why I think that Jurassic Park's security just sucks overall. This isn't really a big video, more just a rant on what I think about Jurassic Park as a whole. Not from like a movie standpoint, but from an actual park perspective. I think it would just kind of suck. I mean, put yourself into the shoes of Alan Grant. You're a renowned paleontologist for years and years, always getting closer to digging up more dinosaur bones and whatever else it is you do. Then this random jackass shows up at your worksite and is like, "Oh, Alan, my boy, come along to an island of dinosaurs." And of course, Alan accepts. I mean, who wouldn't? And that's just kind of where all the movies go downhill. But like I said, I'm not talking about the movie, but the actual park itself. Anyways, InGen. My god, what a horrible company. Okay, first off, who in their right mind even thinks to put a bunch of dinosaurs on a random island and then just let people visit? I'm sure there wasn't a single soul who wanted a goddamn dino Disneyland. But from a visitor perspective of the park, I'm sure it was really cool and fun to see dinosaurs in person. But you're telling me that the best security measure they had to keep the dinos in their containment was a wall and some electric fences? Really? I mean, it's literally no shock to me that the T-Rex managed to escape so easily. Dennis came in and managed to shut off the power to the whole damn island. And you're telling me InGen, being a multi-billion-dollar company by this point, I'm sure, didn't think to slap the park with 50 backup power sources? I mean, you're housing literal extinct creatures, yet didn't get a single backup power source. And I mean, I don't really blame InGen for what they did. I mean, they're a multi-billion-dollar company, and making dinosaurs probably isn't cheap. But you'd think that someone in their boardroom, when they were talking about this fucking island with dinosaurs, would have been like, "Oh, hey guys, do you think that we should like maybe put like a couple more generators here just in case someone tries to sabotage the island and like have dinosaurs escape?" But no, they didn't. They just didn't. And I'm not really too sure why the security didn't seem to advance until Jurassic World. I mean, really? In that entire, like, years long span of downtime to think about this park that went horribly, how we can make the security any better, and then they just didn't. They didn't do it. But anyways, that goes on for, Jurassic Park, and I'm not going to talk about Jurassic Park 2 or 3, because those technically aren't theme parks or parks in and of themselves. So, on to Jurassic World. I feel like this park would have actually been something good if Claire's nephews just didn't decide to cosplay Paul Walker and go into the off-limits zone with the fucking gyrosphere. Which, mind you, I feel like that entire situation was InGen's fault in the first place. I mean, you really make it that easy to just leave the zone with the fucking gyrosphere? I mean, they're manually controlled after you leave the launch bay, so what's stopping people from literally just going wherever they want to? Which is exactly what they did. And they ended up getting chased by InGen's hellspawn baby thingy. And promptly on discovering that there were actual people inside the weird ball thing, he decided to start trying to fucking eat it, which went exactly how you'd expect it to go. But anyways, that also leads to another big issue with Jurassic World and the park itself. I think it gave the visitors too much freedom around very dangerous things. I mean, you had the children's petting zoo where you could literally bring your kid to go touch a baby dinosaur, which is all cool and fun on paper, but then the reality of it is how many kids have gotten their fucking hands bit off by these things. But I feel like that statistic probably isn't high, seeing as the park was probably open for years before Claire's nephews even showed up. I mean, InGen literally had the time to create their baby dino hellspawn thing that I was mentioning earlier, which was the Indominus Rex, which brings me to my next topic. Why would you keep this damn thing on the same island as your amusement park? And I feel like they didn't know how dangerous it would be when they were making it, but when it started eating its own children, I think that should have been a warning. Not to mention how easily the Indominus Rex actually escaped its containment, because all it needed to do was pull a prank on the employees, be like, "Oh psych, I'm actually here, thanks for leaving the door wide open," and then she just strutted around the park for the rest of the movie, wreaking havoc, which, again, brings me to my next topic. How they didn't manage to take down the Indominus Rex, or maybe have things in place for an event like this to not happen. I mean, you'd really think that, like, someone there would be like, hey guys, so we have this, like, really dangerous creature in this very small area. Maybe we should put other walls around it, or maybe make it more secure, or maybe don't put it on the same fucking island. I mean, you'd really think that they would have another island in store to put this creature there, right? I mean, the Indominus Rex, the people making it were like, guys, I really don't want to do this because, you know, it's what it is. It's literally just a hellspawn that InGen created in a laboratory. I mean, I guess that could be the exact same thing for all the other dinosaurs, but it's just different. Moral of the story, InGen themselves and the company of Jurassic World couldn't even take down the dinosaur. The other dinosaurs had to communicate and be like, hey guys, we don't like this one. So they did a fucking WWE tag team on his ass, Cold Stone stuttering him into the ground with the help of the other T-Rex from the original movie, which somehow was still alive, but whatever. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Let me try to get back on topic with a new topic. I've just said topic 3 times in a row. Anyways, so I think that Jurassic Park and World would both be extremely privatized. And with that being said, I feel like it kind of already is within the movies themselves. I mean, it's not directly talked about, but from looking around on Reddit a little bit, you could figure out that the actual estimated price for a 2-day visit to Jurassic World was like $5,000, which I guess you're getting your bang for your buck and giving them the money back for making the dinosaurs, but I think that that's still outrageously expensive, and that's why I just don't think that it really makes a lot of sense that there's so many people at Jurassic World in the movies. And I guess the same could be said about Disney World and Disneyland in real life, charging upwards of like $2,000 plus just for a family to go for like a day. And with that being said, I feel like the prices in Jurassic World for a family to go visit should be upwards of $10,000 or more. I mean, you are literally going to a place on a private island where you can stay overnight with gift shops, drinks, food, everything themed towards dinosaurs, and you're seeing real-life dinosaurs. You can even touch them dependent on your age. It's insane! But anyways, that's enough about Jurassic Park and World, amusement parks, dinosaurs, and all in all, stupid companies. I'm just now getting into YouTube, so I might not post as frequently as some other people, but I'll try my best to get something out at least every few weeks. I hope you liked this. This was my first attempt at a YouTube video, and it would be awesome if you liked and subscribed. With that being said, later.